UGC completely changed my life overnight. And I need to give you some context. So, first of all, I did not grow up having the amount of money that I have right now. Like, I did not grow up in a rich family. I literally went to uni like everyone else. I went to school, I went to university, I worked loads of different part-time jobs just trying to make ends meet to cover rent. I was working like in the food and beverage industry. I was working at a fish and chip shop. I don't know if that even like explains enough. Like I literally was working as a delivery driver. I was like working behind the counter. Um, I did like nannying part time. Like I was looking after kids. I would like teach maths online, like tutoring and stuff like this. I was doing literally everything I could to make ends meet while I was at uni. And I was just in this life where I was like, I wanted to make more money, right? And obviously here I am today. Like I'm 24 years old, living in Bali, and I'm so fine for money. Like I'm just not in that same place where I used to be, where I was like stressed and I just didn't have the life that I have now. So basically what happened while I was at uni, I started like dreaming of like being able to travel the world, being able to like work for myself, have this kind of like lifestyle which I'm literally living. And I was just like, how am I going to be able to do this? Like it's going to be so hard. So basically I started trying to do some research. I would like look at other people, see what they were doing. I tried so many different things, like so many different industries. I like trading, coaching, all different types of stuff. And I was just like, I want to get started. Like being able to work for myself and being able to have that kind of freedom. Like I wanted to like choose my own hours. I wanted to choose my own pay. I wanted to be able to travel and not be stuck in one location where I had to like commute to a place to work. I wanted to be able to like live in Bali 1 month and Dubai the next month. And this is the same thing that all of my clients have as well. Like anyone who like gets started, they end up in this UGC industry. They're all wanting the same thing. They all want to travel the world and work for themselves, and they've all tried like different things, and like they've not really found success with anything. And then it like for me it was just like stumbling across this industry that like completely changed my life overnight. So I came across UGC because I actually started working a part of an agency. I took on an online job because I wanted to be able to travel. Like I literally just started traveling straight away. Anyone who says like you need to have it all figured out to travel, by the way, so wrong. I literally traveled with like no job, no money, just a little bit of savings, like £1,000 or £2,000. Just flew out to Thailand and was like, okay, I'm gonna go and try and find some work online. And I just started working different remote jobs. So like you really don't have to have it figured out. That was where I started, and now this is where I am. And I've not had to go home and like restart. So like yeah, that's one thing that I just want to add in here. Like you definitely don't need to have it all figured out to get started. But yeah, basically I just started in a remote job in a UGC agency. And this job was basically just like being able to learn everything about UGC itself. And I was just like part of the business that was like helping brands to connect with these creators. So UGC, what it is, and like basically brands, they just need content and they just need people to create this content for them. So like it's this form of like creating content for brands without having to be an influencer, without having to work for the brand. It's like freelance kind of work. And it's like so freeing. Like you don't have to be in a certain place to do it. You don't have to be under a contract. You can literally just get in touch with brands. Brands get in touch with you. You just create content for them, get paid for the content, and you can do it as much as you like or as little as you like. And like this whole industry has allowed me to like completely change my life. But it didn't really happen like when I first discovered the industry. So what happened was I like first came across it, and then I was like working in the industry for like a couple of years. Like I think I had worked maybe for like 1 or 2 years, just like in an agency. So I wasn't actually a content creator. I was just like helping connect content creators with brands, and like I was just doing loads of back end stuff. So I learned so much about it. I'd become like an expert in this whole industry. Like I was like scripting the ads, I was like coming up with the content. I was doing like so much stuff. I was posting on the pages, but I wasn't the creator myself. And then I just thought one day, like, hang on a minute, like I want to be able to like work for myself still. Why don't I do that? Like why don't I become the content creator instead of being a part of the business that, like when you're working for somebody else, like they're the people that take the money. They're the people who, choose the hours. They're like, they set my pay. Like why don't I set my own pay, choose my own hours? Like why don't I step out and give myself that freedom? So I was like, okay, this is the thing. This is a thing that one, like I was like, I know this works. I literally have seen it with my own eyes. Like I work with these content creators every day. So I was like, this is a proven industry. I know exactly what to do. And I was just like, and I know how to do it. So it was just like, it's just a matter of time at that point before I see success if I'm in that position. So I was just like, that for me, that day that I decided to go like 100% all in on this one thing, this like UGC itself, was the day my whole life changed. It wasn't a day that I made like my first like £100 or £1,000 or £10,000. It was the day that I decided that this was the thing that I was going to commit to, because I had something, I had a plan, I decided to commit within. And at that point, it was just a matter of time that my reality caught up with me, if that makes sense. Like, I had changed internally. Like, my belief, it had gone from being somebody who was a bit like unsure of what they were going to do, somebody who like didn't really know like what was going to bring her the success, who wanted it, who was just like trying to find a way. I went from being someone like that to being someone who had a way, who knew exactly what she was going to do, exactly how she was going to do it, and it was literally just a matter of time. And that was the day that my life changed, because ever since then I've never stepped off of this like journey. Like, I've just stayed to it because I know like how well it works, and I've seen it because it worked straight away. Like, as soon as I committed to that, I started seeing results. I started like making income from it, to the point where I was able to like fly my brother out to come and live with me in Bali. I was able to take my mum on holidays to like Dubai, to bring her over to Bali, to like fly around to different countries around the world and just not worry about money. And like, I hit like really great months. Like, you can see in some of my other videos, I like share and break down like exactly how much money I made in those months. And like, all of this happened because of that one day that I just went all in. And the thing is, like, maybe I could have done it with like any of the other avenues that I went down, like the fact that I wanted to start up in so many different things. Like, I could have seen that success with any of these other roads. Like, maybe if I'd like stuck with coaching or with trading in that same way. But the thing was, I didn't have that same like understanding of like, I can really see success in this. Like, I didn't really believe in myself in that way. And I wasn't committed. Like, I would just leave. Like, I would have fears, I would kind of like doubt myself, and then I would I would just stop. I would just stop what I was doing and what I needed to do to see success. And what was so different about that day was, it was the day that I decided that I could believe in myself in this one thing. I could commit with it. And I was just consistent, and I stopped listening to fear. Like, I just moved forward in such a different way, and like in a way that I hadn't been able to do with like any other industry. And that was the biggest thing. It's like, you can do it in any field that you come across, but you need to have that mindset. And that mindset's what takes you there to the final goal. Like, anything you can be successful in and you can be amazing at, but you have to have the mindset of being able to, one, believe in yourself, to believe in the plan, to believe in your ability to do it, two, to stay committed, even when it's hard, even when you're not seeing success, and then three, to be able to face up to all of the fears that come along the ways. Because you're going to have like, your old self is going to try and like stop you, because you're going to have to break past a barrier that you've not broken past before. Like, you're going to have to like step out of like your old ways of being to be able to be this new version of yourself. And you're going to end up having like parts of where you're going to have to like, you know, face up to fears inside of you. You're going to have to like walk away from old things that would hold you back. And like, you have to find something worth doing that for, and you have to commit like in your mind on such a deep level. And this is one of the things that I learned, right? And it's so crazy, because like, when you can really embody this, and it's so hard to embody, but like, okay, I'm just going to tell you. So basically, your internal world reflects your external world. So whatever's going on in here will reflect your world externally. So when people say you get rich in your mind long before you get rich in your bank account, and like, if you're unhappy in your mind, you'll have an unhappy life, and stuff like that is so true. Okay, like, our minds are literally the worlds that we live in, and that what create our habits, that create our thought patterns, that then create our actions, that create our feelings, that then create the way that we move and the way that we talk and the way that we act. Like, it all starts up here, right? And the thing is, if you shift your internal world to being committed, to having that belief, to stop feeling lost, to stop feeling uncertain, to start going all in, and to be able to like, whenever you have those fears and those doubts and something comes up, and like, maybe you do doubt yourself once or twice, but you're committed to like getting past those doubts, to conquering your fears. Like, when you can commit on like that deep level, like, that's when the external world just like shifts to meet you. and then you end up having what you wanted. And like for me, that was the freedom. So like now I'm 24, I'm living in Bali. I'm able to travel around. Like next month I'm going to Europe. I'm going to go and spend some time in like Malta. I'm going to go to London to visit my family, probably to go into Spain and Portugal. Like it's incredible, like the life I'm living right now. And like it's insane because like I literally dreamt of this life. Like I was dreaming and I wanted it so bad. And then the day that my whole life changed was not today, was not me where I had this final result. The day that my life changed was the day that I committed on this path, and I had a plan and I was committed to the plan and I believed in myself and I just followed through. And that was the day that my life changed, because I've stuck to that plan ever since, and it's just followed me through. And it was like I went from this confused place to this place of knowing, to this place of belief, and it brought me here. And it keeps me going, and it's what takes me even further, because I'm so confident in what I do. I'm so confident in my ability to make money, to have freedom, to be able to travel, to keep doing this. And it only happens because I have so much trust and belief and commitment in what I'm doing. And that all started up here on that one day. So that is how UGC completely changed my life overnight, and it's been changing my life ever since. And before I end this video, if you're somebody who's like me, who wants to be able to travel the world, who loves like freedom, wants to work for themselves, wants to have the ability to make as much money as they want in life, obviously UGC is a great way to do it. But on top of that, like the biggest thing that's going to change your life is that getting that one day where you never look back and you just commit to this path, on this journey, with this thing that you have undoubted belief in, and being able to just commit on a different way. Because when you're unsure, when you're like switching around, when you're trying and you're wanting and you're wishing, like you're so far away from it. When you shift internally and you start on that journey, that is the day that your whole life changes. And yeah, that's my biggest piece of advice to you. If you're somebody who's like me, is just find what it is and shift, make the shift. Good luck. I wish you the best, and I know that you can do whatever it is that you set your mind to.